down. Thank you. Settle down. Settle down. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome, folks, to Baltimore's Talk Alive. I'm your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is Green Bean, Aaron Green. Say hello, Green.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to all. Welcome.
Now, according to the schedule for the day, with the weekly recap, we also have a guest at the hot seat. Some of the questions that came over the weekend were asking me about numerology again. Now, and I talked about number 42. Everybody was shocked and stunned about how I was able to derive a helicopter crash from 42, and Kobe Bryant died from a helicopter crash, whatever. And then they're asking me about other uniforms and other football players and basketball players. It doesn't work like that. The numbers are significant to the person because Kobe Bryant did not start with 42, But I don't want to answer that one. But the one that came, the fifth question, was pertaining to Back to the Future and reference of time travel. I like that question. So I'll answer that question. The question says, other than Back to the Future, can you reference any other movie that deals with time travel, predictions of the future? Well, that can be every movie, not Black Panther, because that's a comic book. Every movie from 1989 to 1999, I'll say even 2000, from 1988 to 2000, let's put it that way. All of those movies depicted what would happen over the next 20 years, from 1988 to 2028. Enemy of the State, you've seen that. That was filmed right here in Baltimore. For people who live in Baltimore, you know what that looks familiar. Part of it was filmed in Baltimore, and part of it was filmed in D.C. Now, the tunnel where the guy was killed, that's D Street. That's always, only thing they did was they were driving against the traffic and not towards the traffic, because you got a better view against the traffic, because all the street signs would be, the back of the street signs would be facing the camera, because it wouldn't make good sense to have the front of the sign facing the camera. They did the same thing with Coming to America. They were driving across the Verrazano Bridge backwards, so it's easier not to see the faces of the signs if you're filming from the back of the camera. That's why they block off the traffic, so they come against the grain. And that McDonald's that's right there, Jamaica Queens, that's the same McDonald's that they shot the McDowell's at that restaurant. So it's all good. There's a film that came out. You still there, Green?
Oh, yeah, still here.
Okay. There's a film that came out in 2000 called Frequency, one of my favorites. Everything in that movie talked about the future. It actually talked about 9/11, and then it started talking about police corruption. Here's an example. In the movie, it's about a firefighter from New York who goes into a burning building, and the tower collapsed and killed him. World Trade Center was called the Tower. Okay, firefighter from New York. But not only did the firefighters die, the police died also. His son became a police officer. The police officer was the corrupt cop who was committing these murders. So if you look very good at the movie scenes, don't pay attention to the words, just watch the movie, put it on mute if you have to, scene by scene. First thing that happened, they show you that the date was October the 10th, 1969. Okay, if you move the dates around and you use the lunar calendar, where there's not 31 days but 29 days, you get September. So it'll be September the 10th, 1969. We know 9/11 happened on September 11th. They're saying October 10th, the day before. If October was September, and September was October. So you got what I'm getting. The father died in 1969 because the towers crashed on him. But they say October the 12th, 1969. He said if you went the other way, you would have survived. And they were talking on the radio from the past into the future. And how many years in the future? 30 years. Same thing like they did with Back to the Future. So 1969, Dad was talking to 1999 son. 1999. 2 years before. So anyway, in the movie, the father was driving a truck from the truck company United. That's the name of the truck company, United. Like United Airlines. United Airlines. The truck company was 93. United 93 was the plane that. Anyway, make a long story short, the Auroras or the Aurora Borealis is this wave of light they see in the sky, which is the end of the earth. You see it in the sky in this movie. And the movie talks about loose ends. When you get to the end of the earth, because the earth is flat, when you get to the end of the earth, you see that Aurora Borealis. So as I know it to be true, when you go to the edge of Alaska, you can see it. You can't go anywhere else and see it unless you go down to the Antarctic side and see it. Because those are where the edges of the earth are. And there's an abyss, a drop. We don't know how far the drop is. People have dropped meters and Geigers and chips and trackers. And they are still falling to this day and have not yet have hit bottom. And if they did hit bottom, the bottom is so out of range that the reader can't malfunction. Maybe it's falling to the middle of the atmosphere, or maybe it's falling into China for people who think that you can drill straight through to the other side of the world. Okay, maybe that's where it fell through to. China. It's in China. I doubt it. Last significant part, on the helmet of the rookie, he was in company 2014, 2001, which was when 9/11 happened. 4 was the Tower 4 was the tower that the firefighters and police had died in. Anyway, all of those significant tidbits are in the movie. So if you were able to pay attention to detail, like I say, when I watch a film, I pay attention to detail. I look at the numbers, I look at the atmosphere, I look at the furniture, I look at the pictures hanging on the wall, because that's how you're supposed to watch a movie. A lot of things can't be said with words, so you have to use items and pictures. The reason why the director of photography even puts these things in the movie It's for you to understand. Do you know how significant it was to see? I can't think of the name of the film right now. The Ring. Do you know how significant it was to see The Ring and see a film where a woman could grab a mosquito out of the picture? They didn't put that mosquito there, and it wasn't significant. That's why they zoomed in on a TV camera so you could see the mosquito in the picture. And she was able to pull it off the screen, and that's how she knew she was ready to die. And the phone would ring, let her know she had 7 days. That's another movie, 7 days, which is like 7 deadly sins. So there you have it. We do have Mr. Lucas in the hot seat preparing to give us a call. Time for break. So we'll take a quick break. Let me check the schedule one more time. Take a quick break. My schedule is being updated. It's giving me the update bubbles.
Yeah. It's not refreshing.
Know your rights and the hot seat. All right. So the hot seat, and if the hot seat's not ready, we'll be doing the know your rights. So keep it locked where you got it. Listen to Baltimore. It's Talking Live. We'll be right back in 2 and 2. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Thanks for listening.
Pepper, eat a bowl of Bluebell, take a shot of Tito's vodka, drink